Welcome, dear friends. Please note that this content is for educational purposes only. It does not constitute medical advice. Today, we will discuss the circuit number 1, threat detection circuit, associated phenotypes and pharmacological strategies, emphasizing not just what we prescribe, but why we prescribe it, how it works at the molecular and systems level. Let us get straight into it. The threat detection circuit, primarily involving the amygdala, the bed nucleus of the stria terminalis, and the hippocampus. When a patient presents with phobic avoidance, actively and consistently avoiding specific triggers due to overpowering fear. First line evidence supports SSRIs or SNRIs. Let us be precise about mechanism. SSRIs achieve therapeutic effect through sustained serotonin transporter occupancy, typically above 80%. This leads to adaptive downregulation of somatodendritic 5 HT1A autoreceptors, basically in the Raphe nucleus. This disinhibits serotonergic firing, enhancing serotonin release in forebrain targets like the amygdala and prefrontal cortex, ultimately facilitating fear extinction through neuroplastic changes. The clinical latency of 4 to 6 weeks reflects this downstream synaptic remodeling, not acute receptor blockade. SNRIs like venlafaxine or duloxetine add norepinephrine reuptake inhibition, which may benefit patients with comorbid fatigue or pain, via enhanced noradrenergic modulation of the locus ceruleus amygdala pathway. Pregabalin, an alpha 2 delta ligand, it reduces calcium influx at presynaptic terminals, decreasing glutamate and norepinephrine release in threat circuits. It can be useful for rapid anxiolysis, but requires monitoring for sedation and misuse potential. Short-term benzodiazepines enhance GABA A receptor chloride conductance, providing immediate anxiolysis via hyperpolarization of amygdala neurons. But their use must be judicious due to risks of tolerance, dependence, and cognitive blunting for fear-based panic attacks, presenting as sudden waves of cognitive terror and impending doom. SSRIs or SNRIs are again first line. Start low and go slow to avoid initial activation. For example, begin escitalopram at 5 milligrams daily, propranolol, a lipophilic beta 1 and beta 2 antagonist. It crosses the blood-brain barrier to blunt peripheral adrenergic symptoms and may reduce central noradrenergic amplification of fear memories. Finally, for hypervigilance, where the patient is constantly on guard and easily startled. Treatment often includes SSRIs or SNRIs, sometimes augmented with alpha 2 agonists, like guanfacine or clonidine. These agents stimulate presynaptic alpha 2A receptors in the prefrontal cortex and locus coeruleus, reducing norepinephrine release and improving top-down inhibition of threat responses. Guanfacine's longer half-life and greater alpha-2 selectivity often make it preferable for daytime use.